Hormones are chemicals that stimulate or regulate the activity of cells or organs. They are produced in specialized structures called endocrine glands, and they travel around the body in our bloodstream. There are broadly 3 types of hormones based on their chemical structure. Peptides and protein hormones, which are composed of chains of amino acids of varying lengths. Amine hormones, which are modified amino acids. And steroid hormones, which are all synthesized from cholesterol. The term sex hormones refers broadly to steroid hormones that are produced largely in the gonads, that is, the testes in males and the ovaries in females. These hormones, like other steroid hormones, exert their action by binding to specialized receptors located within target cells. Binding of steroid hormone molecules to their receptors activates certain genes. This activation of genes leads to the production of new protein molecules, including structural and transport proteins, cellular pumps and enzymes. This ultimately leads to changes within the target cells. So, how are hormones involved in puberty? Well, puberty is initiated by changes in the levels of specific hormones. These hormonal changes are largely triggered by a part of the brain called the hypothalamus, which stimulates a bulbous structure called the pituitary gland, which dangles below it, which then, in turn, activates other glands, including the gonads. The physical signs of puberty are not really seen until about age 10 in girls and a bit later, about 12 in boys. However, researchers have figured out that there are changes in the amount of hormones being released into the bloodstream of children aged as young as 7 or 8. At this time, there is an increase in the release of hormones called androgens from glands that sit on top of the kidneys. These triangular-shaped glands are called the adrenal glands. You might have heard of them before. They are the same glands which release a hormone called adrenaline when we are scared or excited. The increase in the secretion of androgens before any visible signs of puberty are thought to play an important role in brain development in both sexes, and therefore can influence social and emotional well-being. This stage of development is sometimes referred to as adrenal puberty or adrenarche, which literally means awakening of the adrenal glands. And adrenal androgens are said to exert masculizing actions, as they are largely responsible for the development of pubic hair, sweatiness, and acne in girls when puberty proper kicks in. Gonadarche is the phase traditionally regarded as puberty. Gonadarche translates as awakening of the gonads. This is an apt description, as it is at this time that the testes in the males and the ovaries in the females start to produce the sex steroids. On average, for girls, gonadarche begins at about 10.5, and for boys it's a bit later, on average at 11.5 years. The hormones that are causing the noticeable physical changes are ones that are being largely released from the ovaries in a female, which is estrogen, and from the testes in a male, testosterone. Next, you'll be able to explore how hormones regulate the reproductive function in both females and in males.